Hi, I'm Lisa Masano, and I'm a candidate for the Carroll County Board of Education. There is some important information I think you should know before the Board of Education votes on next year's CCPS operating budget at their February board meeting on Wednesday, February 11th. You've probably heard that CCPS had to make about 40 million in cuts during a really tough decade of declining enrollment from 2009 to 2019. But did you know during that time, facilities maintenance funding was entirely removed from the operating budget as a cost savings measure? The intent was to restore it to the budget over time, but it's 2026 now, and that still hasn't happened. So, how have they been carrying out maintenance on the buildings if they don't have it in their budget, you might ask? They have created what they call a CIP infrastructure renewal project. And every so often, they take money from their rainy day fund called the fund balance and put it into the project. That will fund the routine maintenance to the school buildings, but not things like HVAC or roof replacements. Large projects like those would be capital projects under a different budget. If they've done it for almost 10 years now, why can't they just keep taking money from the fund balance like they have been doing? What's the big deal? The issue is that the fund balance, or those rainy day funds I was talking about, are getting exhausted. By policy, they must keep the fund balance between 1% and 5% of the unrestricted operating budget. As of June 30th, the fund balance was 7.2 million. Remember in the fall when the stadium lights had to be replaced at Liberty High School and Westminster High School because the light poles were unsafe? That approximately $800,000 to replace the light poles in the stadiums at those two schools ultimately has come from the fund balance. Now CCPS needs to replace the light poles at FSK High School and South Carroll High School and plans to do it before the spring sports season starts. In January, the board approved spending about $1 million to replace the lights and wiring at both FSK and South Carroll. It's spending about $1.8 million in total for the necessary replacement of the stadium lights, leaving about only $1 million in fund balance over the absolute minimum CCPS is required to maintain. So why did I make this video? I'm trying to pass along this understanding because I am beyond frustrated that this is the situation for our schools. I know most of you agree that this is not what we want or expect of our school system. I'm asking you to help me by reaching out to the BOE now in advance of their February 11th meeting, where they will vote on the operating budget. Please tell them that you support CCPS's ask for the $3 million from the county for facilities maintenance. These are not luxuries. This is maintaining what we have. Without the BOE asking for and receiving those needed funds, CCPS will need to identify cuts in order to balance the budget. As a first step, please reach out to the BOE and encourage them to ask for the funding that is required to keep CCPS running as it currently is. You will find the BOE contact form linked in the comments on my Facebook page. Thank you for watching my video. Again, I'm Lisa Masano, and I'm a candidate for the Carroll County Board of Education. If you found this helpful, please follow my social media at Masano, the number 4, Carroll, on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you and have a good day.